Welcome to the Fitmama podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and Fitmama health coach, Angela Campbell.
Hey, Fitmompreneur community, I'm super excited as always to get another week started off in the right direction and to bring you guys another training that can hopefully help you with whatever your journey you are on. So some cool things going on here in our community. Be on the lookout for. I'm super excited. I'm going to share some of that stuff though here in just a little bit. But first, I want to really talk about some of the things that are missing. Some of the things that over my journey, being in the fitness industry, the network marketing industry, just the industries that I've been in for years, I've realized there's some things that are missing, and what really kind of led me to even the things that I share with y'all in here in this free community, or even the things that I do and I coach and I share with the women in our programs and all the different things. So say hi if you are right now able to hop on live and actually comment and say hi. Let me see who is actually here. I'd love to say hi back. And also, if you're new to the community, you guys, there's new women joining this group all the time. Say new. I would love to give an extra special welcome for you as well too. And the thing is, we are a growing community full of women that are all on a similar journey. We're all looking to either lose weight, or tone, or just get healthier overall, or just find time to fit ourselves as the top priority, because that's what we should be. Hey Jacqueline, hey Brandy, what is up, you ladies? Thank you for being here and saying hi. And so welcome your friends, for sure. Welcome your friends to this community, and we're going to be doing some fun giveaways and different things for all that stuff that I will share later. But here's the thing. Today's video, I want to talk about the crucial parts of a program that most are missing and that are really truly keeping women from actually losing weight that actually lasts. Okay, there's a lot of programs out there in today's world. You guys, if you're someone who has done program after program, or diet after diet after diet, or program after program after program, and either none of them are working or none of them are helping you actually keep the weight off or keep those results long term rather than just the short term or whatever the program is, say me in the comments, because this is a really growing thing that calls me every day to want to be different and do different and teach you guys different, and help you guys see that there is a way that's not overwhelming. There is a way to get healthier. There is a way to give yourself grace. There is a way to do all the things that you want to accomplish to get it back in the jeans again, without overwhelming yourself, without having to be stuck eating out of a Tupperware in the corner while your family's eating this really, really great meal that you cooked, or even take it a step further that you have to say no to all the invites to go out with your family and your friends because, if you eat one bad meal, your results are going to go flying out the window, right? Because of one bad meal. So let's get down to like the first thing I want to kind of grasp and talk about a little bit is what all should start with in a program. Like, how do you start a program? How should it look? What should it look like so that you can make sure that you go past the first week, right? The way I used to coach, I'll be straight up transparent with you guys. Prior to me having like an aha moment where I just had to wake the heck up, almost 2 years ago, I used to be the trainer. I just had a trainer mentality that all I focused on was a meal plan. You needed a restrictive meal plan that can hurt and get you results. And then the workouts needed to be hardcore, and they had to be an hour in the gym. Sometimes it was even more than that. I've personally gone through that myself. That's what I used to do for myself. I used to train like in the past. I was literally training to a point of 2 hours in the gym, crazy restrictive meal plans, killing myself slowly just by restricting everything. And where I felt like I looked good to an extent, it didn't last. And not to mention, I was crabby and it was miserable, and I don't teach that way, and I don't do it myself anymore, period. Finally rolled into 40, the best shape of my life, doing some of the things that I'm going to share with you today. Now, the biggest thing that I have to stress, you guys put small steps in the comments if you're able to type it out right now. I'm trying to see comments here and here so I can reply back to you. So if you have questions too, at any time during this training, drop them in the comments. I would love to share. But put small steps in the comments if you guys are able to type it out. The first thing that I used to do wrong when I coached women, and the thing that I see so many other programs out right now, and sometimes even those that come into my program, they're like, wait, that's it? Like, yes, it's all I want you to start with. Why? Because there's proof in overtaking too much on at one time, and then you last about a week, maybe two, and then when times get hard and the emotional part of, I'm not really that excited to get up and do this anymore goes away, then it just goes out the window and you totally quit, right? So put small steps in the comments if you can. The first thing, how a program, a full-blown program should look, in my personal opinion, is full of small steps. You guys, tiny baby steps. Whether you're in our coaching program or maybe you're looking in a different coaching program, you have to find one that works for you. I'll be totally transparent with that too. Like, you have to find one that works for you. And there's not one for everybody, right? Or maybe you're someone that's continuing this journey and doing this journey and you can't do a program right now. Like, you're doing this on your own. The best thing in the world that you can do right now is take small steps. Do not go from no workouts to 5 or 6 a week, and go from eating crap and drinking Cokes all the time and doing all the things wrong to trying to go crazy restrictive day one. Don't do it, because you're setting yourself up for failure from the beginning. One of the very first things that I wanted to talk about is taking small steps. So thank you, Brandy, for commenting, saying small steps. You guys, there's power behind typing it out or writing it out. Maybe you're taking notes. Take notes. Small steps. Baby steps. I cannot stress it enough. That is how a program should start out. That's how our start outs, or as if this is you doing your own program, because this is, it's just the season of life you're in right now. You got to do it on your own. Do it on your own, but start with small steps. Small steps. What does that even look like? Okay, so maybe you should just start with 3 days a week going for walks. You don't have to go a full-blown workout. Maybe it's 3 days a week that you're starting with a 10-minute walk in the morning, or in the middle of the day, or in the evening, whatever fits your schedule. You guys, everybody's schedule is going to be different. If you can, I'm a big believer of how you start your morning matters. So if you can start your morning with that activity so that the rest of your day is stress-free, you don't have to worry about how in the world am I going to fit this in, even better, right? But it has to be small steps, guys. All at once leads to this, overwhelm. Put overwhelm in the comments if you're able. If you've ever started a program, you're like, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't even want to do this anymore. If this is you probably started off with too much too fast. It's not that the program that you may have tried might have been totally doable for you, but you started off with too much too fast. Or I see this a lot when you're doing it on your own. I can't tell you how many conversations I have with some women that go into our programs. I'm like, no, I don't want to even get there yet. Don't do the smallest baby steps and smallest habits and just get you moving from the beginning. Oh, y'all, my light almost fell over. That would have been bad. Y'all would have seen me go boop. But yeah, if you're trying to do everything all at one time, you're going to be overwhelmed. And those overwhelming feelings usually lead you to quit. Okay. And then when you quit, now you're having these emotional feelings of, well, I feel like a failure again. Because it's just something else that I didn't follow through and I failed. I can't tell you how many times I have that conversation with women, that even you get to a point of you've started and stopped and started and stopped and didn't follow through, that sometimes your spouse doesn't even support you anymore because you're like, they're tired of watching you start and stop and start and stop and start and stop, right? If you can relate to this, put relate in the comments. I would love to see if anybody can relate to what I'm saying. I know lots can, because I hear this on one-on-one conversations all the time. But guess what then happens, right? If you start too much too fast, now I'm overwhelmed, now I quit, now I feel like a failure, now guess what is affected again? Your confidence. Your confidence keeps going down. You keep getting punched in the face again and again and again, because now every time that you don't follow through and keep going, well, there goes my confidence out the window. So now the next time you want to try something else, don't really have a lot of belief in myself that I can do it, because I didn't do all the other things, right? It's a cycle that I see so many women going through. The biggest thing that can help you in that scenario is small steps. If you watch any of my videos, you guys hear me talk about 10 minutes all the time. I'm a big believer of, if you're not currently doing anything, start with 10 minutes. That is all you got to start with. Literally, you don't have to go from 0 to 100 where you're going from no workouts to hour-long workouts 5 days a week from the beginning. Because again, you're going to set yourself up for failure trying to do too much all at once. The baby steps help you build confidence along the way. The baby steps of 10 minutes a day can truly help you start building that confidence, knowing that you can do it, believing that you can do it. And then, man, you know what? I'm going to add an extra 5 minutes. I'm going to add extra 10 and just keep graduating yourself up from there. So small steps is definitely one of them. And same thing when it comes to taking stuff away, right? So when you're talking about your nutrition, for example, you're trying to clean up your nutrition. You're trying to go from like eating out, every day of the week to like nothing, no eating out, which is great. And that's where we want you to get, of course. The more you eat at home, the more you eat whole foods, the more you actually prepare your own foods, the better off you're going to be. It's not only going to help you lose weight, but it's also going to help you fight gut inflammation. The women that just finished our detox program, you guys, we had 11-day jumpstart detox program. Women lost anywhere from 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds in 11 days. The biggest thing that they did was they meal prepped their own food for 11 full days. They fully committed, and it was all whole foods full of fiber, full of protein, full of omega, healthy fats, and full of carbs. They did not starve themselves at all. At all. Most of them were like, oh my gosh, I have to eat this much food. Yes, and then they dropped weight, y'all. It's the simplicity, but it takes time. It's a process. But the biggest thing is if you're going from eating bad things and you want to go from 5 Cokes a day to no Cokes a day, well, maybe start from 5 and go down to 3. And then 3 go down to 2, 2 go down to 1. Same thing, I always use fajitas. If anybody likes fajitas, put fajitas in the comments. Let me know that I'm not alone. One of the biggest things I want to say about fajitas, I like to use this as an example because if you like fajitas, we typically we eat a fajita at a restaurant, right? That's got the meat and it's got the tortilla and we got cheese on top, we got sour cream, we got all the fixings and all the stuff you put on top, right? So instead of going from straight the goods, all the stuff that you enjoy, and cutting it all out and just eating the meat, then go from flour tortillas to corn. And then go to corn, then cut out the tortilla altogether and just eat the meat and the sides. You know, little things like that. That's what I mean by baby steps, even taking things away. When you go again from eating a bunch of crap to like strict and crazy clean overnight, your body goes into like this shock and then you start craving like crazy and then it's miserable for a week and then your mind is going racing and going crazy because now I want everything in sight. Because I just cut it all out cold turkey. And then now I'm gonna be good for about a week, but then I fall off the bandwagon and then I binge. Anybody ever been there? Because we cut out too much too fast. So it goes the same way. Introduce things a little bit at a time, take things away a little bit at a time. Those are one of the biggest things I can't stress enough, will truly help you get to the results you want, but actually be able to keep them because you eased into it instead of bam, give it all to me all at one time, right? Some of the crucial pieces that many programs are missing have to do, to me in my personal opinion, I always look at it as a puzzle. Okay, there's a puzzle to a program that will allow you to actually get the weight loss results, the toning results, the results that you want. But if you want to keep them, and it's a matter of creating habits, it's a matter of making it a lifestyle, not just a diet that's something that you're going to have to follow and follow all these crazy rules for a really long time. To me, there's 4 pieces to the puzzle. Okay, yes, nutrition is one of them. Big part of it. Okay, you can start eating clean, start getting results without doing anything else. And it's phenomenal, right? Workouts, of course, fitness is part of it. You got nutrition as a part of the puzzle. You got fitness as a part of the puzzle. Fitness looks different for everybody. You have to figure out what works for you. That might be 10-minute walks every single day, and that's it. That might be some yoga mixed in with some weights. That might be strength training, hardcore, 5-6 days a week. Everybody's on a different level, but you have to figure out what is right for you, or get a coach that can help you, of course, right? But there's nutrition, there's fitness, there's accountability. How many of you guys put accountability in the comments if you see power behind accountability? I have to have accountability. I've realized over the years, I used to try to do everything myself. I used to try to do it all myself, everything. My business, I used to try to do all my health myself. And then I realized really quick that I needed accountability, and it's everything to me. If I won't let people down. You guys, most of us in here are women, all right? A lot of women are moms. Not everybody's a mom, but most are in here. Some are entrepreneurs, some are stay-at-home moms, some are business owner, like all the things, right? But accountability is powerful, not so that you can just have somebody to check in on, but most women that take a personality test for us always came out to be obligers. What does that even mean? An obliger is someone that will let ourselves down all day long, but you won't let others down, right? Put me in the comments if this is you. Most of us will let ourselves down all day long, put ourselves on the back burner, say, okay, whatever, I'll get to myself later. Because why? Because I have everybody else in the world depending on me, and I got to show up for them. But when you have somebody that's checking in on you, you usually don't want to let them down. That's how my personality works. I won't let my coach down. I'll let myself down all day long, but I'm not going to let my coach down, because I promised my coach I was going to do this. I promised my coach I was going to check all these things out. I promised my coach I know I got to check in this week. I'm not going to let him down. I've got to show results, because just because that's our personality. Thank you, Bree, for being honest. That's a lot of women, and that's our personalities. Okay. And so that accountability is the third piece of the puzzle. The last piece is mindset, you guys. Mindset is my favorite part of what we do in our programs. Why? Because it's the make or break factor. And there's a lot of programs out there. This is, like, to me, one of the key components. There's a lot of programs out there that will give you nutrition plans and recipes and all the stuff. And then they'll give you workouts that you're cookie cutter and everybody got to follow the same workout and do all the things. And then there's accountability that you get thrown in a Facebook group, and you're just, supposed to use all that for your accountability and show up on your own, but nobody's checking in on you one-on-one. Mindset is everything, because if you don't have change going on up here, it's going to be so much harder for you to actually be able to keep going. So it's a family affair. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. Mommy's almost done. And then you have to be adaptable when life occurs, right? But mindset, to me, is the biggest power behind it. So if you don't have some sort of work going on here, if you don't have work, change your mind, change your body. If you've watched me lately at all, to me, I truly believe you have to work on this for this to come into play. If this is all stressed out and maxed out and not getting any positivity, it's full of negativity, like, your body is not going to change. It's going to be very hard. They are very well connected. So mindset, to me, has to be very important. And here's the thing too, you have to be adaptable, like I just said, as my husband and my son came in the room. He's playing with him right now, so I could talk to you guys uninterrupted, but it happens. It is what it is. You have to be adaptable, but mindset, to me, is everything. You have to have daily habits working on your mind. A lot of you guys are, like I said, business owners, moms, you name it. Some sort of positivity every day in your ears is just as powerful for your health and fitness and your weight loss routines as it is growing your online business or growing your, career or doing anything in life. If you're not feeding yourself with positivity on a daily basis, when times get tough and it gets hard and it's restrictive and you don't think you can do it, you're more than likely to fall off the bandwagon, quit, stay down. And then again, it's going to be so much harder to get restarted. So put mindset in the comments if you're listening right now and you can actually comment. Or if you're listening to this later, you guys, all of these episodes get put on our podcast as well. So you can listen to them on a podcast format. If you like podcasts, you can always go back and listen to any of these here in the group. They're always on replay, but you can also go to the podcast. If you you're not subscribed yet, put podcast below and I'll share with you the link so you guys can subscribe. They're usually a week behind, so next week this will be put up on there. But anyway, the biggest thing is what I'm trying to get to is your mindset is so powerful. And to me, we do weekly mindset workshops as a group. We do a lot of one-on-one. We do a lot of habit coaching throughout our bigger, longer term programs. But mindset is everything, and it's one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle that is so missing in a lot of our programs. So I think it's very, very important. Another thing when it comes to the nutritional piece, again, if you want this to be long-term, if you want this to be long-term, you need to focus on a nutrition that'll fit into your lifestyle, a nutrition plan, a workout plan that's going to fit into your lifestyle. You don't want something that's going to flip your world upside down. You don't want something that you're going to insert nutrition plan, insert workout plan. Now my whole life needs to be revolved around this. And again, it just leads to overwhelming feelings that lead to quitting. And then your confidence is hit again. And then you have lack of belief in yourself more and more and more each time that happens. So again, lifestyle habit approach is what I use. That's what we use in our program. And then we adapt as needed. You guys, going back to the adaptable factor, you have to be able to adapt. And this is so much where the mindset comes in, right? Like I can't tell you how many women that are going through my program right now, like a 12-week program that I run, that are getting hit day after day, week after week with life and crap that is really things that would often make a lot of people quit. But they're pushing through. And what are we doing? We're having a lot of mindset work together. We're doing a lot of things that are going to help them keep going. And we're also adapting their nutrition and their fitness. And that means for some women, we're stepping back and just walking every day. Why? Because they're in such an emotional stress right now. The last thing they need is hardcore crazy workouts and more stuff to stress about. So being adaptable is you also have to have a program that you can adapt to. Not fall off the bandwagon, but adapt and make some changes in areas that are going to help you be able to keep going, maintain those results, pick it back up, pick your pace back up whenever you can, right? Whenever life has calmed down, you don't have so many stresses going on, and that you can pick things back up, right? You also need options that you can follow to give you a flexibility. You guys, how many of you guys want to enjoy your life? Like put enjoy in the comments. We want to get healthy. We want to feel better. We want to lose our belly fat. We want to lose weight. We want to get best shape of our life. But we don't want to give up life. You know, life is too short and tomorrow's never promised. So you shouldn't have to necessarily just totally give up life and obsess over every little bitty piece of morsel that goes in my mouth. You know, learning options that you can follow when you're going on vacation. That's what we do as well with the women that we coach. If you're going on vacation, okay, do this, this, and this instead. Let me give you some workouts that you can do while you're gone. Just throw a band in your bag. We'll make a workout for you that you can do literally in your hotel room. Same thing with nutrition. There's things you can do. Some of my most successful women that I've been able to help are the busiest women I've ever met, between growing businesses online, growing in-store locations with their multiple entrepreneurs, some of them, not all of them. But then there's some of them that are just, they have a job, they have 3 kids, they're at practice every single night with each kid, and they're gone on the weekends with select ball. That causes them to eat out of to live out of a hotel every single weekend, but they're still making it happen. Why? Because we have options that you can work around that. And that's what we teach. And then teaching is another aspect of a program that I would love, that I personally would look for. I am the type of person that wants to learn the method behind the madness. Put learn in the comments if this is you. I want to know, why are you telling me to do this, Angela? Why are you telling me to do that? I want to know. Not everybody cares to learn. Some people are like, I don't care to learn, Angela. Just give it to me and tell me what to do and I'll do it. But some, and to me, it's also a part of how you can make it a lifestyle and keep it going. Why? Because now you know the method behind the madness. And when you know the method behind the madness, then you can truly keep it going because you understand why. The power behind, why am I doing this? Why am I eating so much protein, Angela? Why do I need fiber? Why are you making me shoot for a certain fiber goal? Why are you doing all that? Why? Okay, I'm a learn person. I want to know the method behind the madness. Why do I need to do this business process? What is the purpose? Right? So if you're a learning type of person, thank you, Jody. Thank you, Jacqueline. Yeah. So important to learn so that you can keep it for a lifetime. Because if you fall off the bandwagon, you're just, and you're trying to get back on your own later in the future, you want to know, okay, she had me eat a bunch of protein, but I have no idea why. And instead you're like, okay, she had me eat a bunch of protein because of this. And now, okay, cool. I'm going to get right back on track because I know that it worked. And I know that I felt better. I know I had more energy. I know I felt stronger. I know I had more muscle. I know I could see more muscle tone whenever I did all those things. All of the above. But you guys, the biggest gist behind what I'm trying to say here is, if you're doing your own program, okay, because again, if you're in that season of life, I need to do this on my own, Angela. I can't financially invest or Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe I want to prove to myself that I can do it on my own. Like wherever you are at, okay, know that start small. Don't go from 0 to 100. You're setting yourself up for a big failure and then another big kick in your confidence when you can't stick to it. And I know every woman that I have a conversation with, they would love for their confidence to be a little bit better in themselves, whether it's in themselves to keep going, you know, being confident that they can do it, or maybe it's just confidence getting in a swimsuit. I mean, wherever you're at, they all go together. And then do some work on your mind. You guys, everybody's different. Faith for me is what has totally changed my life and my mindset to even be healthy, because it's important to me. Everybody's different. Okay, so again, you can listen to these trainings on the podcast. I also do a Fitmama Health Talk on a Life Network for Women. It's an app, and it's full of it's a women of faith. So it's a faith-based app where we do Fitmama Health Talk every Wednesday. New episodes. We're all over the place. There's always somewhere that you can hear our voice, but more than that, other people's. Right? So if you have questions, definitely drop them below. I hope you got some value from this, to at least, if you're doing this on your own, or some of you guys are just starting our programs, give yourself grace. You got to give yourself grace. First week is usually the easiest. We're like, man, I'm gung-ho, I'm excited, I'm going to do all the things. And then life may have hit. The kids pulled me in a different direction because it's summer and they're home. And I didn't get to do all the things I wanted to yesterday. It's okay. Today's a new day. Give yourself grace. Pick back where you left off. Move your workouts around if you have to. Adjust, adapt, overcome. You're great. You can do it. Just be patient and trust the process. Okay, so again, the biggest things I want you to take away from this is baby steps, mindset. Mindset has to be one of the pieces of the puzzle for it to really work and stick, and you'd be able to keep it up. So I hope you got value. If you got more questions, let me know. Here, there's some cool stuff. Oh my gosh, sorry, I hit the wrong button on my phone. Somebody was calling. There's some cool stuff coming. We've got gear coming out. Fitmama apparel is about to launch. We're going to be doing some giveaways in here. From here on out, I'll share some more details on that soon with some of that stuff. So a lot of cool things coming, you guys. I'm super excited. Invite your friends to the group. Stay connected. And I will chat with y'all soon. Every Monday, a new episode here. But like I said, more coming between now and then. Bye, guys.